Welcome to Tales of Nowhere, a tabletop RPG podcast. I'm Spencer and I play Isaac.
I'm Eric and I play Thane.
I'm Kelsey and I play Kieran.
I'm Alex and I play Chuck the Midnight Hondo.
And last but not least, the most important member of our group, the connivingly kick-ass knight, Joshua. How are you this fine day?
Well, I am feeling quite well. Thank you very much.
Guys, we gotta stop this. I can't. I'm not going to be able to play this game like this.
All right, everyone who listened to that introduction, wake up! It's over now.
And with that, we'll hand it over to Joshua as the Tales of Nowhere podcast officially begins.
All right.
Previously on Tales of Nowhere.
We got in a big ship fight.
We did great, and it didn't take long at all.
Hondo did amazingly. Just like quick, simple, no problem.
Yeah, he hit everything. That guy couldn't miss.
Thanks, Sarah. I appreciate it.
We fought a giant VA prototype ship behemoth thing.
And guess who was manning it? General Alfonso Wright. If you guys remember from earlier.
Like the first episode of the entire thing.
Right.
Episode.
What?
What? What are episodes?
What episodes are you listening to?
Like a mental breakdown?
Yeah. We did it eventually. We disabled the ship and
Right.
with the help of Rex's ship, the Mongoose, which unfortunately exploded.
We convinced the mongoose to help us, and then they died.
Yeah.
All of them.
Rex is still here though.
Goody.
And
Too right I am. You blew up my bloody ship.
we did, yeah, that was too bad.
And then we infiltrated the disabled ship to get the piece of the prototype, the last piece of the prototype we need to see whatever the heck my dad was working on.
And they were all there protecting it.
The ship's crew were, yeah.
Right, that's the they, sorry.
And I'll tell you what, the boys in this crew have more costume changes than I ever had back home.
Yeah, Isaac's been in many
true.
outfits.
You gotta fit
including
in.
like purple hair at one point.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Gotta fit in.
You gotta fit in.
Gotta fit in.
Give in to peer pressure.
When in Rome, yeah.
We ended up in a good old-fashioned Mexican standoff
We did.
With a bomb
With a bomb.
and an engine
and
somehow.
an engine.
But failure to talk down the head honcho forced us to get into a firefight.
Fisticuffs.
Yeah.
And then,
Sliced his arm off, right?
Then
Did
he
you do
didn't
that?
have fisticuffs.
oh,
And so the Black Pulsar Rebel Alliance organization is going to get a huge, awesome
Influx.
capital ship.
Yeah.
And we got away with the prototype. And we're headed to the jump gate
PAX.
to go to PAX.
We're going to PAX.
when we left off, you guys had made the spike drills over to the jump gate.
So what does this baby look like?
Yeah.
The jump gate.
Yeah.
Stargate.
So it's like a giant ring in space.
Is it metal? Is it?
It's metal. There's some sort of apparatus. I'm like on the inside that facilitated. There's a kind of a larger piece attached onto one side of the ring that you would guess would be like a control center, command center. It actually looks like it could function as a fairly small space station in my mind.
Cool.
All right, and then the jump gate part of it's just like it's the main function, but not the only part. So
Thane, we're here. I mean, you can start hooking up the drive now.
With this thing?
Yeah, that thing. Don't drop it. Don't drop it.
I'm since it's foreign technology to you, it's not really a standardized piece. It's like something invented. I am going to make you roll.
Okay, but
to
it's
see
a
if you can hook
slot,
it up.
and I'm putting in an
Yeah.
extra drive.
Well, and
right?
there's a few like cables and stuff. But
Hey,
yes.
Talmadge, how does this thing work? Show us the ropes.
Has Talmadge done this before?
He's seen it done before.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Talmadge will walk you
enough.
through it.
I don't need Talmadge.
What was helping like in
We
Stars
only
of
get
That
one
Number?
shot at this. You need Talmadge.
You add 1 point if you get above the. Is that right?
Yeah.
How do you help?
If
How do
you
you
get the
assist?
difficulty on two
I think that's it.
D6s.
2d6, and then you try to get above 8 or
2d6
whatever.
plus your skill plus your attribute. You get 2 points from Talmadge.
Great.
He displays on a little screen in the engine room for you kind of some schematics on how to do it.
Shit.
What'd you get?
I rolled. What's the attribute on this one?
Probably
Dex?
intelligence.
Okay. 8 plus 2 from Talmadge is 10.
Okay, yeah, you're good. It's just hooking something up, so it's very
That's what
low.
I said.
There was still a chance
still
for
had to
failure.
roll for it.
Yeah, you hook it up. Immediately, it powers up when you do.
It's working.
Anybody in the
It's
ship,
working.
anybody in the ship who has psychic abilities, immediately feels like a lightheadedness.
I feel lightheaded then.
Yeah, you do, and
I do as
Kieran
well.
does.
Kieran does, and Even the
I
Orang
sit
Medan
down.
people feel something's weird.
really?
There's like a disturbance.
So
and
Dust
the
is all
gate
confused.
seems like it's reacting a little bit
A disturbance in
in the force.
In the psionics.
Whoa, have I been drinking again?
I know, right? It is. It's a little bit like you're buzzed. If you had to guess, you figure that the new drive is somehow simulating the brainwaves of a teleporting psychic.
Like
It's
a
like
giant
artificial, but like tenfold.
teleporter? Sure.
Yeah. And the gate is reacting a little bit. Some electric
So
arcs
familiar.
are kind of sparking between the apparatus and the empty space of the hoop. Initial test wise, seems like you could probably go through it and have the gate function. Nobody's been through a gate in over 300 years.
Well, I think this is the best shot we're going to have.
You think this thing still works?
And Gemma comes over to the intercom and she's like,
Whatever you guys did is going to draw a bunch of attention, so we better decide what we're going to do here.
Okay.
Well, we won't be here for long.
Yeah, we're just going
Or
through.
we'll be dead.
So Gemma you can't go through that, right?
And we can't come back.
you can come back.
We could come back.
We could come back.
Sure, we
Well,
can come back
only the
anytime.
ship with the drive
hopefully.
can go through it.
If we survive the first time.
I get on the comms, and I'm just like, listen, Jem, I've been thinking about this, and I don't know if there's a way that you can come with us. I mean, your ship's probably going to get torn apart since you don't have the components we've got. I don't know what you want to do here, but I'm open to suggestions. Otherwise, this might be goodbye.
We could give it a try.
Yeah, sure. We'll just put 20 lives in jeopardy.
Sure.
All right.
NBD.
All right. There's a bit of a pause. Then she comes over your not just intercom, but like your screen, and it shows her and her whole crew, and they're just kind of standing there. And she's like, "Well, I knew our whirlwind adventure was going to have to come to an end eventually. So
I'm sorry, what? Can you say that again?
I knew our whirlwind adventure was going to have to come to a. Damn you, Isaac!
I'm sorry. Have your moment. I'm sorry.
I am trying to have some feelings here. Damn Wexlers!
Just throwing me off is all. It's very unusual.
I am trying to say that I am going to miss you and that you really are a different man than I thought you was. So
Oh, thanks.
if ever you need my help,
She's talking to me.
shut up, cowboy.
Sorry, right. My bad.
And Dane, you missed something over here. You didn't even look at me. You didn't even try to touch me.
What? What do you mean I put my arm around you? I pretended to be your boyfriend.
Yeah, pretended. But listen, you proved yourself. You got a friend here. If you ever need my help, you just let me know, okay?
Oh, speaking of which, can you send Dust over here just for a quick sec?
I need to talk to her for a moment. Motivationally.
All right, she looks over at Dust, and Dust just kind of shrugs. She's like, whatever. And then she disappears off the screen there and appears on the bridge with you guys.
Cool. All right, go.
Seriously?
No.
Oh, I was like, what's happening? Let's go.
She can't even do anything about that. She would be so pissed.
Of course she could. She could just teleport back.
Not Dust, Gemma.
Gemma, yeah.
Gemma.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
there's no way she could teleport this far. If you guys
think so?
take her across the universe.
No, I mean, like before we go through the
Oh,
gate.
yeah.
I take off my infinity ring and give it to Dust, and then step away while Kieran and Dust.
I didn't really have a motivational.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to get Gemma to say, yeah, sure.
But she's
Oh,
on
you
video
look
right now.
at Isaac looks at me awkwardly,
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't have anything for this. You're the one that talks.
Oh, right. Okay. Dust, it was. You're the best vampire I've ever met. Here, give this to Gemma. If what she's saying is true, then she'll need this in the future. Maybe. Who knows?
Dust actually, when she looks down at her hand at the ring, and then she looks up at you guys, and she actually might be tearing up a little bit. Damn you guys! And then she kind of just gives Isaac the closest thing to a hug that she has managed in probably her adult life. It's like a really awkward hug where she tries to reach around, but then doesn't quite, and this like ends up patting your shoulder.
I make it worse by coming up and hugging both of them.
This is so
in a
great.
big like mama bear hug.
All right, so over this, and then she disappears. She appears back on the Orang Medan, and the Orang Medan's like, we're going to try and catch up with that other ship, that VA prototype ship, see if we can help out with them folk.
Okay. Good luck and Black Pulsar forever.
Isaac,
Thane laughs.
I'm glad you ain't dead like I wish you was so many times.
Oh,
Apparently, it'll happen eventually.
That's the nicest I love you I've ever heard her say. She's probably ever said.
It's true.
All right.
I love you too, Gemma.
All right. Her screen goes black, or the screen goes back to just showing space, and the orangutan kind of pulls off and takes off. Excuse me, but what you all
shit.
plan to do with me?
I forgot about him.
Oh, really? You forgot
Rex.
about me?
Rex, you want to go for a nice ride? You'll never be able to do it again in your life.
I got a choice.
Not really.
Not really, no.
Yeah, not.
Well, there's space.
Like we said, we forgot. There's space or a journey of a lifetime.
He angrily sits down on whatever chair is nearby and puts his feet up on the control panel and just leans back like he seems like he's in for the long haul.
Yeah, he's going along.
Bradley's been pretty quiet uncharacteristically.
You all right, Bradley?
Oh yeah, I don't want to be left behind, you know. I kind of got to think of y'all as like family, and I was wondering if I get to go with you or whatever adventures you're doing.
It's either this or space. What I mean?
No, I mean once you get where you're going.
Right. Well, let's just go to the next place and then go from there.
Let's just see how it all pans out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nothing's happening yet, so
No, yeah, you're right.
you haven't made the cut yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow. All right.
I give him a consolatory shoulder.
Shoulder pat.
Yeah.
All right. Talmadge lets you know, he's like, the gate drive is functioning at 100% capacity.
I put a hand on Sarah's shoulder and just say, "Let's do this."
Okay. So she puts in the coordinates and you guys slowly start moving towards the gate. As you get closer, the drive seems like it's activating more and more. The arcs of lightning that are in the apparatus are also multiplying to the point where it's getting to be more lightning than negative space.
Cool.
And then the lightning webs sort of begin connecting together and opening up to be like a barrier of light. And soon that barrier of light just fills the whole hoop. And the only electricity you're seeing now, sparks, are just around the circle. It's just a big disc of light.
Cool.
So
Dang.
you guys,
like it.
Alex
like
is on in a meditational journey.
I am. I'm closing my eyes and I'm just envisioning it. It's cool.
Is that
Yeah.
good enough for you, Alex?
It's so much better than Stargate.
yeah.
So much better.
So as you're getting closer, you can tell that the tip of the spaceship is getting warped, long wise.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like when you stick your finger in a glass of water.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Well, Isaac, I guess the good side of this is if that doesn't work, it's probably going to kill us instantaneously, so no one's going to be mad at you.
Yeah, there's some good news here.
That's the up, guys.
All right, as you enter into the gate, when it finally hits the cockpit area and you guys see it on the screen, all you see is light.
Oh. Do we Bill and Ted?
No, you just see this big tunnel of light and you feel the sensation of moving at a very fast speed and yet not moving at all. Like you haven't moved an inch from the spot you're in and yet you're going very fast, like the inertial forces.
I hand Hondo a trash can.
The ship actually shakes a little bit, like there's a little bit of vibration just from, it seems like from going so fast, but not enough where you would think that the ship is going to shake apart or anything.
No
it's
bits and pieces
actually
came apart.
smoother than you would have expected. Like the ship was designed to withstand this exact thing.
Cool.
The exile of fate. So when the light finally dims and subsides, it's sudden. Suddenly the light's just gone and you guys have this sensation of stop moving, even though you it's weird. You both feel like you have and have not moved. When you look out the window or out the view screen, you now see a planet. You realize that you are now stationed right outside of another gate. You don't know where. The stars are still there, but they look different. These are the stars with numbers. To bring that back around.
There we go.
That scene happened to a ship with a sweet wizard painted on the side.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh.
Was it the Wizard of Fate?
The Wizard
now?
of
The
Fate.
Wizard of Fate. Yeah.
Love that.
It's a good ship.
That's so good.
All right. So,
we made
the
it.
planet you guys are now orbiting, it looks very lush, very green, and also like there's a lot of ocean on it still as well. It's probably the closest to Earth that you've seen since all of this began.
Sweet.
Okay.
Firstly, I say, I can't believe that worked. I really thought we were going to die.
You did?
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me?
All right.
You let us fly
300-year-old
right through it?
Well, sure.
Sarah rolls her eyes. She's like, Dad wouldn't have let us here if it was going to be deadly.
I sit down at the computer and try to look up any information on this planet. I get it an old scan.
All right. Good job. I'm not going to make you roll because you're not under any stress. It's something pretty routine. So all the knowledge that you could gather on this planet from before was very little. There's no real record of Pax being a planet.
Sure.
But you can detect that the planet itself has some sort of informational networks like the internet.
Cool. If this ship was from here originally, do I have any trouble connecting to it?
No, surprisingly, you do not. It is very easily done. You can detect that on the planet there are several provinces. Some of them seem newer than others.
Okay.
Meaning that there are people still on that planet, still thriving, still building, still
That's
What's
cool.
their internet like?
expanding. Their internet is pretty much like our current internet.
have
Nothing
YouTube?
special or amazing.
Because I'm
hell is
imagining the
Yahoo?
internet from the 90s for some reason.
At least faster than that. But most of the information going through it has to do with agriculture or those sorts of like trade skills to stay alive. So there's like lumbering, there's farming, there's ranching, there's marketing, there's
Gardening and all that. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Isaac.
There's markets.
That one says you can increase your corn cob size.
So, where's your dad's house?
That's a great question, Hondo.
Can we look up his last name?
Yeah.
Wexler. You're gonna look up Wexler?
I'm going to try to find out where my dad is from originally
Okay.
on this planet. Which province, at the very least.
Sure. So the provinces, there's the Hope province, the Destiny province, the Serendipity province, the Intuition province, and the Fate province.
That sounds
a
like
few
what
others.
she'd come
Where
from.
would he be fate?
Oh, duh.
Probably.
Yeah, the Exile of Fate.
Yeah. That makes so much sense, Joshua. You genius.
Suddenly, you understand.
Wow.
Yeah. So as you look up the Fate province, you are able to locate listings like local.
It's a yellow page or a white
It's like a
pages.
white pages or a yellow
.com.
pages, but you do see there's Wexlers listed in the Fate province.
Like currently?
currently.
Wexlers?
Wexlers.
Well, he had to have family, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying that in character.
Oh, okay.
Wexlers?
It didn't sound like Al. Like
I
it
know.
didn't sound like
That's
Isaac.
so neat. It's a family reunion.
Yeah.
Sarah. Look.
All right, she looks over and she's like, "Wow, we might not be as orphaned as we thought."
Are there any names that sound familiar?
So, how well do you recall
The message?
the messages?
I remember there was a frickin' Isaac,
Named after
possibly.
Uncle.
Do you remember that there was Antonia Bankwell that your dad's dad wanted him to marry?
I do now that you say
Sure
it.
do.
I do
So there
remember
is a
hearing it.
listing for an Isaac Wexler and his wife Antonia Bankwell Wexler.
What?
Dang.
What the hell?
That's
You married your dad's betrothed.
I
did.
Happening?
This is a weird sci-fi adventure. I guess we find out where they live and land as close as possible. If Pax really didn't have space travel, then
What you can detect is that there is no space travel. Nobody leaves Pax. Nobody comes into Pax. Pax isn't near any other planets. There's no other planet in this system that is habitable.
okay, we're gonna Rogue One this and just land like a kilometer from their farm.
Smart.
and
In
just
the trees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure people will still see the ship entering
Yeah, they
orbit
probably
and
will,
landing on
but-
the planet.
And
All right.
just
Or should we
you do
wait
it
till night?
Stealth. Don't you have a stealth?
Do you have a stealth drive on this thing?
actually, we do. It stops from being detected, but not line of sight.
Oh.
Like either way, actually, night would be worse because as soon as something
Lights
enters the
and
ants,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Blinking.
Well, parachute.
Parachute down. Good idea, Hondo.
Wow, cowboy.
Yeah, that sounds great, right?
I guess we'll just land, right? We got to make a grand entrance. Have you seen what's on the side of this ship? Plus, it's
Screw
family.
it. She just starts landing.
We spend the next whole episode discussing what we're gonna do
Yeah,
with this.
do it.
All right. You guys land. She actually lands you unidealistically in the road, like right outside the farm,
Oh my hell!
Perfect.
taking
Great.
up the whole road,
Like
which is cobbled. It's a cobbled road.
Okay.
Yeah.
How the hell did
Oh,
your
yeah,
dad
Sarah,
get
this
off
is
this
much
planet?
I have no idea.
Do you think this planet has automobiles? That would be awful.
I don't think so, Hondo.
Good.
How did he get a spaceship?
That's a great question.
So he built it. So as you guys land and look around,
So he.
there are like machines
Okay.
that are specifically designed for farming.
Just
So there's
not
like
enough-
there's big robot machine things that
Okay.
like help till and plow the fields. There's like big machines that do this, that, or
Cultivate
the
the
other.
land
Yeah.
and reap the.
Yeah, automatically milk the horses, things like that.
What?
Did you just say milk the horses?
I mean cows. Milk the
What
cows.
the hell
This
kind of
world,
horses do you
are
have?
called cows.
Alien-
Cows are called
yeah,
horses.
They're alien horses, and we milk them.
Unless this milk from that horse is delicious.
I don't think we blend in, guys.
Can
what,
we?
what gave it away?
We're gonna blow their minds, and it's gonna be great.
Thank you. That's all I wanted.
Oh, you want that grand entrance? All right, all right.
Terrible
I
idea.
mean, it is Isaac.
Are you guys sure we have to bring Rex?
Can we just kill him?
Can we keep him on the ship?
I have no attachment to Rex at all. The only thing is
Isaac says.
if we're off it and he's on it,
Right.
yeah.
Shit.
There's some people coming out to visit to see you. There's like a man and 2 kids.
Oh, this is like first contact. This will be fun.
It
Any
is.
of us look alien?
The man looks he looks slightly blondish.
Oh.
Strawberry blonde.
Strawberry blonde.
So he's kind of strawberry blonde, kind of has a beard. Gets closer. He's got 2 kids with him, 2 boys.
Okay.
You hear a little kid say, "See, Grandpa, I told you." And he's looking at the ship and he's looking at you guys. He's like, "Can I help you folks?"
Hey, my name is Isaac, and this is my sister. We're the Wexlers.
He just kind of looks at you guys and he's in shock a little bit. He's like, "I'm Isaac Wexler."
No, sorry, that was my fault. My name is Isaac.
My name is also Isaac.
Do you guys know a Raymond?
All right, now he's like, gets it. He's like, "Well, I'll be damned if you don't look just like him."
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we're his kids.
Mama, come out here and see this boy.
This is the old dude, right?
So he's probably 45 to 50 in that range.
Okay.
And the kids are really small, the 2 boys with him. He's like, you can tell. They say you can tell a Wexler by his eyes, and you guys can kind of see like his eyes are about the same color as you and Sarah's eyes.
Yeah.
So some old lady opens the door and back at like the farmhouse, it's kind of on the edge, and she comes out. She's cleaning her hands off on her apron like she's been baking or something. And she goes, "Who is it, Isaac?"
It's Isaac.
And he's like, "It's Isaac Wexler." Like, "I know you are, dummy. I'm asking who's our company." Like, "Mama, you're gonna want to come out here." So the old lady's like, "Well, are they staying for dinner? We got enough for everybody." And she's crossing the yard and she gets closer.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
We're
yeah. For sure.
We're
You
staying
guys
for
wanna
dinner for
eat?
sure.
That
Well, it's
sounds
always-
Oh,
great.
yeah.
"Oh, it's fun to meet new people." And then she stops and looks at you, and and like both her hands go to her mouth, and she kind of tears up a little bit.
You're
Is
making
this-
old Raymy's cry.
All right? She's like, "Is this? Are you Raymond's son?"
Yeah, I'm his son. That's his daughter.
And she just looks at you, and then she just breaks into this huge grin and just throws herself at the 2 of you.
Oh, okay.
And pulls you into a hug, like right around the neck.
Never met
And she
before.
just
Never met before.
cried, "Oh, I was so worried. I thought I'd never see him again."
Sorry. Who are you?
"I'm Opal. I'm Raymond's mother. That makes me your grandmother."
It's gonna be real,
Grammy Wexler.
Grammy Wexler.
it's gonna be real easy to leave this place.
I thought you were gonna say it's gonna be rough.
Sarah, look, Grammy Wexler.
And she's like, I know, because she's also in the same cultural hug that you're doing, and she just kind of pets Grandma Wexler on the back. "Well, where's Raymond? Where's your father?"
You know what? We let's all sit down to dinner and I'll tell the whole story.
Do you guys like our ship?
It's pretty cool.
Is that a surprise for you? They were really excited.
Check out the wizard.
"Oh, hey, I'm Bradley."
Forgot he was here.
Bradley goes over and shakes the hand of Isaac, the other Isaac.
The other Isaac.
He's like, "Raymond was my older brother. Disappeared on us when he was, only 19, I believe. Ain't seen him since."
The good news is I know where he went. Do I have the cubes with me?
Oh, the messages?
Uh-huh.
I assume so, yes.
Okay. You're going to want to see these.
On the ship, at least, yeah.
So I guess we walk back to the farmhouse if they're cool with that.
Yeah. They invite you in.
Okay,
They have dinner. Isaac introduces you to his wife, Antonia. his 3 kids, Rose, Sally, and Will. And Rose is married, and her kids are Seth and Wesley, the 2 kids that you saw.
Hondo says a thing. Does it feel like we're imposing a little bit?
Yeah, it's a little awkward. It's like going home.
Oh, no,
with
y'all, your family. Now you're here with my grandson.
I'm not a Wexler, but all right.
It's such a bad thing.
All right.
Well, you slept with them.
Shit. Shut up. Don't bring that up.
Just saying.
Dinner is actually really good. It's like a hog that they've slaughtered themselves. Like it's fresh meat.
Hondo is loving
Yeah,
this.
this is like
It
Hondo has
probably
missed
is
this.
familiar,
This
right?
is like home
like mashed
food.
potatoes straight from the farm from their
Straight
farm.
from the horses.
No
The
horse
milk inside
milk.
the mashed potatoes. This is the horse.
Yeah, like it looks like Grandma Wexler or Opal has been baking her whole life and preparing food for people. And
Is there apple
amazing.
cobbler or apple pie?
Oh, would you like some? I could make something later.
No. It's fine. It's
Oh
fine.
no, I'm going to make you an apple pie.
All right.
Look at that.
Much obliged, ma'am.
She does talk a little bit with you and Sarah alone. Your daddy was super smart. From the time he was born, as soon as he could talk, he was using full sentences almost. By age 4, he was repairing the farm equipment. We didn't know what to do with him.
By
He
age
was just
4?
born that way.
That's crazy.
Hello, Anakin.
So it was no big surprise to us when he said he was going to be leaving on a spaceship.
Yeah. How exactly did he do that?
Well, he spent a lot of time on his own in the mountains. The town folk here think the mountains are haunted.
Cool.
Isaac can't stop laughing.
I think he just enjoyed finding a place where folks weren't going to bother him.
Or they're
good to
haunted.
know. Or they're actually haunted.
Yeah, that would be way cooler.
It would be way cooler. And she says, well, I kept his room the way it was when he lived here for the longest time.
Yes.
But then the family got bigger, and so we had to box it all up and put it out in the old shed.
Oh.
Oh, how I wish William could have been alive to see you kids.
Grandpa?
Yeah,
Got it.
he passed away.
Guessed it.
He always wished that Raymond would be coming home.
His progeny did.
Well, Hondo's just playing checkers with one of the kids on the ground.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
and they actually they're trying to teach you. See,
Yeah.
mister, you do this. And then Isaac Wexler's like, y'all going to stay the night? We're going to have some Wheathearts in the morning. Brad's like,
Effing
oh,
love.
yeah, I can
Bradley.
always do with a bowl of Wheathearts, eh?
Oh,
I haven't had
Wheathearts.
Wheathearts in about a week. These guys don't eat Wheathearts. Actually, most people don't eat Wheathearts anymore.
Bacon and eggs. That sounds lovely.
Yep.
Well, I
Nice
could
glass of
probably
horse milk.
fix up some bacon and eggs for you as well there, cowboy.
Some of those horse eggs.
horse eggs.
Of course, the only
Horses are all you need.
They lay eggs. They
The
give
meat,
milk.
the milk, and the eggs.
You got horses, you got fat horses,
horse meat,
you got really squat horses. They got bacon.
horse gumbo.
Horse bacon. I feel like at this point I'm out in the field fixing the machinery.
Like the
Which
trench
you're totally welcome to do.
I feel like I'd take Isaac or
It's
one of the
such
guys.
ancient
The air here
machinery, though.
is so clear. Like it
feels good.
It just feels good to be here. It's like this easy living farm life, clean air. Just
You can't even taste the cigarettes.
even the pungent smell of like the lilac bushes in bloom. Like it's just really, there's bees, there's honey, like there's
Bees.
bees. Isaac, the other Isaac, Uncle Isaac,
Uncle
we'll call
Isaac.
him.
That's what I did, Uncle Isaac. Yeah.
Uncle Isaac explains to you that he's like, well, the way the elders tell it is that Pax was one of the last planets to be colonized when supplies stopped coming through the gates and we couldn't get it to work.
Yeah.
So we kind of been left to our own devices out here.
About that, I guess I gave a general description of what I understand happened in the universe to cut
Yeah.
off gate travel.
Yeah, you would know exactly. Yeah, the scream and then the silence. And
But they don't know.
They don't know what happened. They were getting regular. They were a brand new colony, and they were getting regular supplies. There were people invested in some of the provinces and then suddenly everything stopped coming.
Nothing.
The next wave had cows on it.
Yeah. See, the
Horses evolved.
Had to make do with horses.
the first few years, they talk about like the first couple of decades were really rough. Like they had to ration and the supplies and stuff. But now, like their farms abound and there's food everywhere. They've really just formed a community. After, like, I'd say a few days of just hanging out, like, it's endless party. They're introducing you to new people. Sarah's getting she's learning how to cook from grandma. Like, Sarah's
that's
getting her
cool.
hands all dirty and stuff. And Bradley's working out on the farm with Uncle Isaac, loves it. Rex, super pissed. But Rex is like, I reckon with this simple life, I could probably con these people out of everything. I'll be running this joint probably within a year. Good thing we're leaving here, right?
definitely
Good
not
thing
happening.
that Sarah is going to get the ship and bring me back, right?
We're not leaving Rex here.
Yeah.
for sure not. These people are good.
The more
like
home life they're getting, the more Sarah is starting to attach to you a little bit more, Hondo. Like,
What?
Oh.
yeah, she's likes to be around you.
Being
a little-
domesticated.
She likes to have you a little bit around a little bit more.
And Hondo goes for long horse rides.
Yeah, you're a freaking cowboy.
Horse cattle
man.
rides.
That's right. Not
Well,
horse
and the
cow
best part
rides.
is you
Damn you people!
Yeah, are you herding the horses or riding them?
I don't know. I don't know what to do with these horses.
No, but think about how utility these horses are now. He gets thirsty, he just has to like jump off the horse.
Thank you. Do I ride it or milk it? Yes.
It's a horse
And the short,
and a
fat, pygmy
canteen.
horses that you guys ate the first night you were here, that wasn't pork. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
I love the idea of Bradley trying to do everything on the farm and just like messing up.
He destroys everything. Yes, I
Yeah.
love
Oh,
that.
come
Good thing that the
on.
people here,
He's just floundering, but having fun.
They value good-heartedness, and
Yeah.
at least Bradley's got that.
Yeah.
Nobody seems to like Rex.
He'd be a good like mailman or something.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
feel like I'm having to babysit Rex a lot on this
Yeah,
trip.
you feel like if you weren't watching him, like he's getting into all kinds of mischief and trying to get things, and he constantly. And then when you catch him and talk to him about it, he starts asking about when we're leaving. Sarah pulls you aside, Hondo,
crap.
one night.
Great.
One night about twilight, she takes you up on a grassy hill. A very pungent smell of grass because it was just cut in the fields.
Right.
There's some fireflies kind of dancing around in the trees. No, that you little. This is not what that is. All right, and she just looks at you and she says, "Hondo, I have to apologize because I haven't been fair to you. Like I treated you like you were just an object that I wanted at the time, and now that I see you here and I get to know you better, like you're a really good person and really interesting to know. So I was wondering, like, if you'd ever consider settling down, maybe in a place not too dissimilar from this with me."
Wow. I tell you what, you are hard to gauge.
She laughs at that.
At one moment, you're all over me. The next moment, you're done with me. Now you're back. I could definitely see myself settling down somewhere like this. Sadly, I got other stuff we got to take care of first.
She just goes, "Hondo, I understand. You don't have to explain anything to me. I know that you're kind of more of a free spirit and you like your life of adventure and you don't need to be tied down."
No, it's nothing like that. I just have a lot of unfinished business I got to take care of before I can settle down.
Honestly, if you hadn't come by to get me out of that prison, I would probably still be there.
That was because I lost a Twizzler thing, a red vine thing.
Was that in character or out of character?
Out of character. But it could have been. It was out of
It
character.
could have been
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah. She just kind of goes, "I understand." And then you guys kind just lay there looking at the sun go down, where the sky get dark, the stars appear. She does rest her head like on your shoulder.
Deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I see happening too.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
And-
She's maybe
then?
being a little bit more respectful.
No, and then
And then, with you looking up at the stars, you do not see
shit.
where she looks down at her belly and puts a hand on her belly.
Copernicus, I can't leave anything behind.
Oh
It's all right. He doesn't see this. Actually, she has no intention of telling you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh my god.
no! That just will rip your heart right out.
I get up early the next morning, like dawn-ish.
okay.
Is anybody awake?
Yes. By that time, by dawn, even before dawn, Uncle Isaac is up milking the cows.
Wait, those are
horses.
horses.
That's weird. Does he
Not
like
horses.
switch or every so often switch from the Horses.
You need variety.
They call them
sometimes.
horses, cows here, but they're horses.
Oh, yes, but they are horses.
I'm not. Yes, we're embracing this. Why the hell not? Okay. Yes, he's milking the damn horses.
Yeah, but how? That's not possible, Joshua.
In this world, it is.
Yes.
So I go over to Uncle Isaac, and
Start milking the horses.
I start milking the horses.
There's
I
like
say,
dew on the ground,
It just
and there's
nice.
mist coming up from the
Birds
the
chirping.
I'm
crops.
wearing like a
Yeah,
flannel
distantly
shirt.
there's like a rooster cawing somewhere.
You know, you got a nice life here, and I want to thank you for welcoming me into the family again. I think these past few days I've kind of gotten so blindsided by all the enjoyment and comfort that you've offered that I kind of forgot. I didn't want to think about why we came here, but we did come here for a reason, and I think I get it now. Can you tell me where Raymond used to go in the mountains?
I never followed him all the way into the mountains because they're haunted. But yeah, you can head up there. I can show you the trail. You should probably take some friends with you, maybe.
I was planning on it. I just wanted to make sure while we're getting everybody together, what do they say about the mountains? Why are they haunted?
Well, don't rightly know. I don't got what you'd call personal experience with it. The folks just say weird noises come from it and kind of foreboding feelings when you're there.
All right. I go wake up as gently as possible Kieran, Hondo, and Thane, and Sarah probably. And we can just like drag Rex out of wherever he's sleeping because, yeah, we can't leave him on his own.
They've actually, I mean, your family's nothing if not hospitable, so they did give him a nice bed to sleep in and everything,
Okay.
Do we let
which he is
Bradley
more
sleep?
than eager to take advantage of.
That's up to you guys.
What do we do?
Do we let Bradley sleep in?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's probably up making wheat hearts already.
Is he? Is he awake?
Actually, he might be. He seems to have taken to the farm life pretty
Him and
well.
Opal are cooking breakfast for us.
Yeah, him and Opal. Opal's like, now you got to turn that bacon. You're gonna burn it. He's like, oh no, it's okay. I like to burn bacon. It's like crispy.
So does Hondo. Alex, I don't know what Hondo probably likes it flaccid. Yep.
Ew.
Bradley, we're thinking of going up into the mountains, and it's supposed to be haunted. Do you want to stay here and enjoy wheat hearts, or do you want to come with us?
So Bradley, who at first was stuck to you guys all by the hip, by this point is more like, and maybe for the first time, he's like, oh, I think maybe I'll just stay here this time. I'll catch you guys when you get back, eh?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
You
We'll fill
enjoy
you in.
yourself. Learn as much as you can.
Oh, that's a big 10-4 there.
I give Bradley a pat on the back.
Oh, he gives you a smile.
Well, I guess upon feeling the mood, I'm gonna hug Bradley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, you have fun, and I hope you learn a lot from her.
Oh, yeah, I'm never one to turn down a hug.
You're all right, Bradley.
Oh, you're better.
Oh,
I gotta tell you, I was not very happy in life. I didn't realize actually how unhappy I was until you guys came and found me.
You
and
mean at that jail?
kidnapped me away from the jail.
Yeah, that jail. Yeah.
Yeah. And took me hostage and made me a fugitive.
You're right. Yeah, you're welcome, man.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay.
Does he know the high five?
I don't know, does he? Does Hondo know a high five?
Hondo learned it in
Yeah, he did. He learned
Oh,
it.
okay.
Ishmar,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
because he was super excited about it.
I don't know if high fives make it into the future. This is like
Hondo puts his
Sure.
hand up to give a high five.
all right. I think he just looks at it and then he grabs it. He like reaches up and grabs it and pulls it down into a handshake.
There we go.
That'll do.
Is that a cowboy thing? Let me try. And
Yeah.
He just holds his hand up in front of you.
Yeah,
like
all
you did.
cowboys do it. I'll put my hand up and then I turn it into a shake as well.
as well.
All cowboys do this. Do it everywhere here. They're gonna love it.
Well, Chaz, we've had a good run. I think we found your calling, and you need to stay here on the Wexler farm and help these guys out.
but master, do you not love me?
He has these giant. He has these giant 8 guns attached to him as well.
It's true. It is true.
It'll be the most secure farm on PAX.
Yeah, well, it's got a bunch of technology to protect, I guess.
That's
True.
Chaz isn't gonna reply.
And you're like, go be free. Get out of here, you big lug, and then you punch him. Get out of
Throw
here.
rocks at him, scare him away.
To scare him away.
Well, I don't think he
He
cares.
skips away into the forest like a
Like,
scared beast.
right?
Just looks back and runs off.
Oh.
I'll watch over them.
Okay, there's two things that I want to do before we go.
Okay.
One, I want to go aboard the Exile of Fate, the Wizard of Fate, and sit in one of the chairs in the cockpit and say, "Hey, Talmadge, you there, buddy?"
Hello, Isaac Wexler. What can I do for you?
I got to go away for a while, man. I don't know how long it's going to be, but this might be it for a while. I just wanted to say thanks for everything, and I want to make sure that this ship stays in the family. If we can close off all commands except those coming from the Wexler line, that would be great. And some of these kids here, maybe they can learn to fly this thing someday. If you could help them out when the time comes.
I have been programmed to accept your commands. Please designate the Wexler family line that I am allowed to accommodate.
I'm not sure what you mean by that, Talmadge.
I think he wants you to like manually input names and stuff of the people.
Oh, okay. I do Uncle Isaac and the kids.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's everything. See you, buddy.
Godspeed, sir.
You too, Talmadge. And then I open the airlock and leave the Exile of Fate.
All right. Cool.
I want to take Sarah over to the shed with my dad's stuff and kind of look at it and see if there's anything.
All right. As you go through the boxes, they're really just stuff that he kept like in his room. So it's like his trophy from winning the spelling bee when he was a kid, and like little machines that he made for science fairs, and like you do find a journal where he talks about how much he hates farming and stuff. It almost seems like a separate journal from the person that you've come to know as the Wanderer. Like it's almost a journal for show. Like in case someone's reading it, that it's like doesn't get too much into his personal life. It's
Right,
more
yeah.
just like superficial things that kids have,
Okay.
problem wise, or people he didn't like at school that picked on him or things like that. There were like stuffed animals and stuff like that as well. Some clothes that were his.
I just have this image of you pulling out of a dusty old box, just this old jacket.
Oh.
I want that.
Can that be a thing?
It
Sarah
can
can keep it.
absolutely be a thing.
That's pretty great.
You're gonna give Sarah back her jacket,
Yeah,
and take
yeah.
your dad's dusty old jacket with the Wexler
Well,
symbol.
how big is it?
It's like
Is
a
it big enough?
hand-stitched Wexler
It
emblem
is like a
on
hand
the back.
Yeah, whereas like the other one's like this space age jacket. This is more like a
Like Opal made it.
like Opal made it.
It's horsehide.
For sure, it makes an instant impression on Isaac, and I take off the space age jacket and I give it back to Sarah and I say, "Hey, this one was yours anyway. Thanks for letting me borrow it.
I knew that was a girl's jacket.
I have a slim figure."
It'd be funny if you guys fought over your dad's jacket. No, it's mine. I don't want that stupid jacket.
This
Well,
one's a boy's jacket.
Very opposite. She'd be going. You should have dad's jacket. He would want you to have it.
And it fits you even better than your
perfect.
sister's female jacket. did.
Female jacket.
Maybe you don't have such a slim figure after all.
No.
You're finally growing up, my
Weaponize
little
it.
brother, from the con artist punk ass kid to an actual man. Kind of interesting to see the transition.
Yeah, well, we all got to grow up sometime.
We thought you never would.
All right, enough of this sappy stuff. Let's go find Dad's mountain.
All right.
right
You guys take all the pieces.
Found it, did it.
There it is.
You guys take all the pieces of the prototype with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
No, we definitely leave those.
yeah. We
Then you have to go back and then you have to say goodbye a second time. and it's all
That's
Weird.
Yeah.
It's like when you say goodbye and walk the same direction.
Yes.
right? Uncle Isaac will lead you guys to the mountains.
to the mountain pass.
To the mountain pass.
Okay, so it's me, Hondo, Kieran, Thane, Sarah, and Rex going along with Uncle Isaac to the mountain.
Yeah, he takes you to like the base of the mountain and he's like, this is the trailhead then. You just want to mosey on up that way.
Okay. I shake Uncle Isaac's hand and say thanks for everything.
All right. He pulls you into a hug.
Oh,
He's like, it really means a lot that Raymond loved me enough to name his son after me. After them recordings you showed us, it was really nice to get to see him again, and I really do miss him. So
yeah, me
having
too.
you around it's like you gave him back to me.
It's the least I could do.
So they kept the recordings?
Yeah, I gave it to him.
All right.
I hope we don't need him later. Yep.
Because that would suck.
We don't have all of them either.
Just
so.
go online. You
Yeah.
can find them everywhere.
Yeah. That's true.
Hike through the mountains for the better part, probably, of the morning. not quite into noon or afternoon, but the better part of the morning, you guys hike around through the mountains, very rocky pass. It's just like there's sagebrush and stuff. But you do come upon what seems like the natural direction of the path to a cave. The cave leads downward, and like it goes into the mountain. So you guys go into the mountain, follow that a little ways, the cave, and you kind of feel this nice breeze coming out of the cave. It's very dark in there. Did you guys have anything to light your way?
I mean, we all have data pads.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
the data plaid flashlight that I used in the last cave.
Yeah.
All right. After a while, you guys start to realize, so you're stumbling around in the slight darkness, but not too bad.
Okay.
Your feet, you're used to like walking on the uneven ground of rock and stuff. Your feet suddenly feel like you're on flat ground. Automatically, like you guys tripped some sort of motion sensor, lights come on, and it's like you're in a lab, presumably your dad's lab.
Your dad was Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, right? It was kind of Bruce Wayne-like, but having grown up in this universe outside of PAX, you recognize that there's actually a lot of old technology here, but that is light years ahead of what the people here are using. Like there's some like TL 5. There's TL5 stuff here that you think, if you had to guess, like a good portion of this mountain is actually hollow and has a bunch of this technology in here. Like at one point, somebody who was planning on settling here was stockpiling technology here. Your dad probably found it, made a bunch of stuff. It's probably how he made the rocket. And you can see like half-done projects around that he was inventing or working on. And you kind of see in the corner some other pieces that look like they go with the piece of the prototype that you guys have. Everyone roll a notice.
That's what I was going to do. Your dad seems like a real genius. No sarcasm. I know it sounded like that was full of sarcasm. But
Yeah, I thought that for a second.
yeah.
No, he really was, I guess.
8.
10.
12.
Dang, Isaac. 9.
9? Okay. So actually all of you now. Oh, you guys have Rex with you too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been complaining the whole way.
Yeah.
When are we going to get there? Where are you taking me?
Who knows?
You're taking me out here to kill me.
Yes,
I'm not going to
sure.
go down without a fight.
Possibly against the 4 of us? 5 of us?
Well, as long as I get to hit one of you in the face, it'll be worth it. So with that roll, all of you guys, upon looking at the pieces of the prototype you have now and the pieces that are kind of in the corner, there's some larger pieces there that you know won't work unless it's all together, but it looks like a very old rudimentary like infinity trigger.
What?
Wait, what?
And there's 2 more black boxes.
What?
Labeled 1 and 2.
This is weird.
An infinity trigger. Now we know who's sending the other guys. Your dad from the past.
The whole time.
The whole time.
Let's play box number 1.
Yeah.
You guys going to play box number 1?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
We're going to go with 2 first.
All right, ready? In this recording, he looks younger than you have ever seen your father, in so much that he looks like he's about 3 years old. Yet he
3 years old.
3 years
This is friggin'
old.
Bean from Ender's Game. Guys.
And it looks like in the background of his recording that he is in the same cave that you guys are in now, only a
Okay.
little bit less of his own stuff laying around. My name is Denton Strat, and I don't belong to this world.
Holy shit! Shut up.
Let me get through this recording.
No. No.
No.
I was right. Your dad is the asshole sending these shadow figures.
What? What?
No,
What? He said one sentence.
I know, right?
Okay.
That's why I was like, I hope they play 2 first, but they didn't. All right. All right. So it goes. I work for my papa in a lab where we experiment with inter-universal and time travel. We were on the verge of a breakthrough, but something happened. There was an explosion, and I find myself somewhere else. I could be anywhere in the entire multiverse. I appear to have triggered into the body of a 3-year-old boy named Raymond Wexler. It would take a theologian to figure out what happened to the personality or perhaps spirit that originally went with this body. Right now, my focus is getting home. A big portion of the Infinity Trigger prototype was ripped through the multiverse rift with me. If I could repair it, I might be able to return to my papa. He'll know what to do. This is assuming my papa made it out of the explosion as well. I've considered the possibility that I'm the only one who survived.
There are pieces of the trigger missing, but I'm confident that they made it through to this universe as well. I'll have to find a way to retrieve it. Raymond Wexler's home planet is primitive. Who knows how long it'll take me to get off this rock, let alone gather all the parts of the trigger. Not to mention that I'm now a little boy. I could be here for years. I'm not looking forward to going through puberty a second time. The portal I came through is deeper into these caves. I wish I knew what to do about it.
And then that recording ends.
Holy shit, dude.
What? You were... What?
I know.
You were...
I know.
You were...
Copernicus,
Grandson.
this couldn't... My brain is saying now, Copernicus put in a bunch of things, a bunch of parameters, and brought people at random. This is not random at all.
I think I might agree with that. Yeah, that's. I mean,
Cap's your grandpappy.
Cap's my grandpappy.
But then so is
Grandpappy
Sarah.
Copernicus.
Sarah is the grandchild of Copernicus.
Yeah, what does that mean?
She probably...
There's so many problems. Wait,
We got
Hondo's grandson is Copernicus. Hondo's
What's
son
up?
is Copernicus' great-grandson.
Wow, I didn't even follow it that far.
what have we done?
I just put
You
my
could have kept
penis
it in
in.
your pants.
I was drunk.
You were drunk. And you know what? You did what your character would do, and nobody should ever feel bad about doing in a role-playing
definitely
game what their
feel bad.
character
So
would have done.
my niece or nephew is your son
Or
is
daughter.
Copernicus's
Grand.
great-grandson.
great-grand.
Great-grand.
We have to take Sarah back now, right?
We can't not. We can't, but we don't know though.
well,
She has no clue. She has no idea
She
about
has
any
no
of
clue,
it.
but we all
we know,
now.
and
we
yet
have
you guys
to be
know
freaking
about.
out.
We told you about Denton, and we found their graves.
Oh yeah. Isaac, it clicks for all of us very quickly.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that Sarah just doesn't get it.
Sarah didn't understand what you were trying to tell her before, and she seems to have made a life here and is enjoying having a grandma and stuff.
Well, yeah.
Isaac speechlessly plays the next box.
So he's about 6 years old in this one recording, and he seems a little frustrated at first. He's like,
It's been 3 years now. PAX, the world I'm on, doesn't have much in the way of technology. I've had to compromise my preferences on much of the building materials for my ship, and I've only been allowed to work on it after my duties on Raymond's family's farm.
That's fun.
I might even be starting to enjoy farming. I've hidden my technologies as well as my half-built ship in the hills. The locals think the hills have been cursed for over a century. Perfect place to work, undisturbed. No luck in locating the other pieces, and I am a little worried about the machine falling into the wrong hands. It would be disastrous. To that end, I have removed key parts from the regular function. It won't work now unless you have it all together. I hid them around here on PAX for now. When the ship is finished, I will take them with me off this farm world. My father, Raymond's father, has told me about these gates or wormholes that once existed in space. Technology that can make space travel at great distances possible. They are not working now, and this is why PAX is cut off from everyone else. If I could somehow activate that gate, I can make it to other more advanced star systems that the locals here only have folk stories about.
kind of ends there.
Hey, I turn around to everybody. What the hell do we do now?
Yeah.
I bet you feel bad for being such a jerk to Copernicus all the time.
You're not a Wexler.
I'm a Strat.
Your body is a Wexler. Your spirit is a
Right, yeah.
Strat.
The DNA.
It was,
Wexler.
you're still the seed of Raymond. You were just...
You are.
I
Raymond
know.
was just the puppet skin of Denton.
But how? What does that mean?
So you're not his grandson then?
So I'm not related?
You're not biologically related, but you were raised by his son.
Yep.
So you're like the
Spiritually,
adopted
you were his
grandson.
grandchild.
You're definitely.
Physically, you are.
I'm not even gonna think about the Raymond physical. You're definitely his grandson.
I'm thinking about calling Copernicus.
Well, Rex is flabbergasted. I don't get what this is all about. What is he on about? Denton Stratton. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's a little complicated.
Do you guys want me to knock him out?
Yeah.
I guess we'd have to carry him back.
Or just leave him here.
Boy, didn't you say your dad's name was Raymond? Does this mean you're not your dad? He's not your dad, is he?
Well, let's just say my dad isn't who I thought he was.
I mean, did you hear the recording? It explained all of it.
Oh, it didn't make no sense. He's a grown man in the body of a 3-year-old.
Right. It's science. Future science.
Future son.
We're in the future here. I don't think you've noticed.
No, more future, like a future.
Oh, like TL6 stuff.
Yeah,
Just some
that's-
psionic thing.
I like that. That's the
Sure.
way to way to explain it. Honestly, I know this is probably heartless, but this is all Copernicus's fault from the beginning.
What do you mean fault?
Denton was here because of something Copernicus did forever ago. Whatever.
Yeah, sure.
So let's bring everyone back and have Copernicus figure it out.
All right, I scoop up the 2 boxes.
Plus, he's gonna want to meet you guys.
I mean, he has met you, but
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
No. He has not met Isaac.
do you think Copernicus knows?
Let's find out.
Oh, that's a good question. Do you think Copernicus knows?
I don't think he knows.
this happened.
Yeah.
Sarah?
Sarah's looking at only Isaac, and she's like, what does this mean?
As we're flipping out.
Yeah.
You want to meet your grandpa?
I don't get it. Opal said that William died.
Yeah, William's not our grandpa.
Well, so then who
he
is?
Kind of, yeah. Step grandpa?
Luckily, you get 2.
You know what? This is a 3-year-old boy. It's probably just his imagination.
Yeah,
He's pretending
for
to be
sure.
somebody else.
Every 3-year-old I've ever met is that articulate.
Except for the fact that
Well, Grandma said he was born really smart.
we know that name.
We do.
The name he said, we know that name.
How do you know that name?
We've seen his grave.
Yeah. Where
What?
we come from. Remember Isaac told you about where we come from?
So now you guys are going to start into this other universe. So what you're saying is that we were raised by Raymond Wexler, who's actually someone else that you know.
Yeah. Denton Strat. Yeah. Let's take a beat. Get our heads together. Go destroy this rift.
Do we know where we have to pull this up?
Yeah, but deeper into
in
the cave. That's what the box said. I know it was hard because right after that first revelation.
Yeah. I actually didn't hear much of the last second one.
All right, I need to blow something up.
Are you guys going to blow up the infinity trigger now?
We have to, right?
Right? You have to fix it. To
All right,
fix the multiverse.
everybody grab a piece.
Okay.
Hondo grabs a piece.
Okay, cool.
Rex even grabs a piece, but begrudgingly. Sarah grabs a piece.
I put my piece on top of the piece that Rex is holding.
To make Rex carry both?
Yes.
Once we got them all, we just head down deeper into the cave, assuming there's not a special way to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
No, after a while, you guys do see kind of a light ahead and you kind of feel a force. You can kind of see like maybe why some people think this place is haunted. And you come across the portal and it looks like a pretty big tear. It seems like the infinity trigger coming through was something different than just some random piece of something from another universe.
Isaac, we're not going to have a chance to do this in person because watch what's going to happen to your watch. And then we all wait.
Actually, the watch does beep, meaning he's calling you.
I answer it.
Hey, Grandpa.
Gramps.
Yeah.
You answer it?
What's up, Gramps?
Like, I am not that old, okay? But I am getting readings saying you are very close to the portal, and it seems like you have what you need. You are coming very close to the end of your mission.
Yep, we'll blow it and come back.
Excellent. I knew that you could handle this. You've been gone a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been a while. Okay, bye.
Did you just hang up?
Yep.
I don't. Yeah.
We know how to do it now.
He could handle this right now.
I guess we shove the infinity trigger in. Oh, I got it. I invoke Sense the Need
Okay.
and pull out the last of the bombs that Dust collected
Oh, yeah.
from the armory.
Nice.
Okay.
That's good.
That is the very last bomb.
Yeah. And I set it to detonate in a few minutes, and then we get out of the cave. And on our way back, I want to do one quick search of the lab to make sure there's not anything that we should take back with us.
And I was thinking of the same. I'm just going to do like a video recording of the lab. Just like a
Oh, on your data pad?
360. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Hondo knows how to do that now.
Just a brief search. You don't really see anything that seems like it's important that you should take with you. But if you leave this stuff here, someday somebody's going to find it. But Sarah could use it as well if she stays. So it's up to you guys.
Yeah, I say we leave it. I'm okay with that. This technology's from this world. There's nothing left here that shouldn't be here. I'm good with leaving it.
Barring a cave-in, I'm fine with leaving it too.
Yeah.
So you guys leave the caves,
Yeah, we leave the caves.
and you hear the distant sound of a explosion in the mountain.
Cool.
Some birds on nearby trees like fly away. It was deep enough in the mountain, it probably didn't reach here. And then, yeah, Copernicus's voice comes over the thing again. He's like, "Okay, it looks like your mission successful. The universe is starting to heal."
All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 of us coming back. If that matters. Does that matter? There's 6 of us. And then I go over to Sarah and I say, "Ready to have your mind blown?"
She's like, not literally, right? You're not going to blow up my head.
No, I do this all the time.
I mean, it might feel like that. It's not comfortable.
you
but
might. Yeah.
It's not as bad as traveling through that jump gate, though. It's about the same, maybe.
But, all right. And while you guys have been talking, the blue ring appears around you guys. And yeah, you guys are triggered. You guys portal back. You guys are fine. Rex is fine. Sarah actually vomits a little.
She's got a bunch of other stuff going on, too.
He is
morning sickness.
He is right. He is disoriented. So Rex does wobble a bit, and he's like, "What the hell was that?"
Can I push him over?
You can if you want.
That's a great idea.
I do.
He's in no state to resist. All right, but Sarah does kind of like go down on all fours and vomits a little bit. And Copernicus is there, and he's like, "Charming. Okay, please to clear the pad. There is someone else coming in.
What?
Wait, what?
Who?
What?
Just get out of the way. Get off the pad."
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys get off the pad, and
Come on, Sarah.
you guys see the hologram above the infinity trigger. Kind of looks like a tropical island, and then out from it fades into more of a hologram than the solid object, and then down below appears Armitage.
Henry Armitage.
Dressed like in a Hawaiian shirt, and he's holding like a coconut drink.
Oh, my gosh.
He's like, "Oh, Charles.
Yeah.
Yes, well,
It's great seeing you, Henry. Copernicus, you mean to tell me this whole time I could be vacationing in the
no, you have work
Bahamas?
to do.
Well, he gets to go off and chill?
No, he does not have work right now. He is off duty.
Well, we're off duty right now, so let's go to Hawaii here, or not Copernicus, or Cancun or something.
We have work to do.
Right now?
Now, Charles, when I was brought here, I was given the pretense that I'd be having adventures, and I can't exactly do that from my library.
Right, you're
missed
right.
him so much.
Next time, take me on your adventure to Hawaii.
Well, it was quite relaxing, but it might have been nice to have a travel companion, perhaps next time.
Right, all right. Yeah, I'm down for sure.
Oh, who's this old bloke? What am I doing here? Where are we? Is it like another planet?
Yeah, kind of. Slow down, Rex. Can I escort you to these pods over here? Do we want to go through the pods first?
You want to go to the pods?
Sure.
Okay,
We
yeah.
should probably pot it. And
Yeah.
then, like, is there a tutorial video or like
Yeah, like a
orientation?
Orientation.
Orientation. Like, no, I had to learn on my own, but perhaps I can be of assistance in helping this fellow.
Yeah, I guess, but maybe bring Bubda because he bites.
Bubda is not there right now. He's somewhere.
Hondo does go over and give Henry a good handshaking.
Okay. And he does a handshake with you as well.
Yes.
He smells of cocoa butter and yeah.
Does he have a nice tan?
He does. He has a tan. He's got like the white strip of lotion on his nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hondo
Did he
doesn't
bring
admit
back
it.
any souvenirs?
He's got a camera full of pictures. No souvenirs, no.
Hondo doesn't admit it, but he loves this smell.
The cocoa
He
butter?
longs for this smell on his own body.
Okay, so welcome back to nowhere. Pleased to be stepping through pods.
Right.
We do all that. Listen, Copernicus, this is my sister. How you holding up, Sarah?
Sarah has been wide-eyed the whole time.
Yeah,
She doesn't
what's
know what to
Sarah
think. She's like, Copernicus?
This is Copernicus Strat.
Strat.
Right.
Right.
I give her
Strat
the
like...
look. Yep. Copernicus, when we get a second here, Yumi and Sarah should sit down somewhere and talk.
Hondo chuckles and walks away
Does he?
with Henry. Because I do not want to be here for this.
Rex,
I kind of do, but I don't.
He's like, why you bring with 2 people this time? I mean, he's okay, but I tell you to bring 1 and you bring 2. It's like you don't respect me.
Copernicus, you told us we could bring you more than 1.
Did I?
Yes,
Okay, then he's okay then.
that's
You can
right.
bring more than 1. Sometimes I forget what I tell people. You know,
That's
Must be
okay.
all that vacationing.
I have not been on vacation.
Oh, sure, I am.
Also, you forget to tell people things, Hondo says as he's walking away. Important things.
What I forget to tell?
Right, Isaac?
Yeah, have fun, Hondo.
Read some books?
all right. So who's taking Rex, or is Rex just free?
Yeah, who's taking Rex?
wander.
That's a good
Ah,
question.
shit.
We can
He's
take
stuck
Rex
in the
with
pod.
Henry and us.
He's stuck in the pod.
He's in a pod.
You lock him in the pod.
I walk over and I flip a latch and then I walk away.
Okay. And he does you can hear him in there.
He's butt
And
naked.
it's all muffled, and he's like,
Oi, can't open up the door.
and he's like pounding on it a little bit. He's like,
Oh, this ain't right. This ain't right.
and he pounds on it a little bit more.
I just give him a little tip of the cap and walk away too.
All right. And really, it is muffled enough. You can't really even. After a while, he gives up and he just
I
stands
can't
there.
hear
This is
you.
freshman hazing.
Can't hear
Can't,
you.
I don't.
All right. So, minus Rex, or do you want to go somewhere else with Copernicus? Take him somewhere else with Sarah to have your little discussion?
I mean, a table in the cafe is probably
Maybe
fine.
somewhere
Maybe
to
a
sit
drink.
down.
Yeah,
All
a
right.
drink.
All right. Angie comes over and she's like, "What can I get y'all?"
Something strong all around, please.
She's like, "Sure do." And then, but Sarah's like, "Not too strong. I think my stomach is still a little upset. Maybe just some coffee." Sure, coffee for you.
Coffee?
I want coffee, okay? I just came through whatever a trigger finity thing is, and I just want some coffee. Is that okay, Isaac?
No, yeah, it's fine.
You're acting very weird. Like, weirder than usual. Out of all of the Infiniteers, I would say you are the most weird. But this is weird even for you.
On level of weird, you are up here.
So, least weird is Kieran, then Hondo, which I would have thought Hondo was higher, but he has ended up being very weird. And then he's you.
What about Thane?
No, he said
Thane.
Thane. Then Thane.
Oh,
He's a
then-
Kieran, Thane,
It's kind of funny that I'm the least weird.
to him anyway.
Yeah, weirdness might just run in the family.
I think he is talking about you.
He says to your sister, to Sarah.
I put the boxes, I guess only the first two, on the table.
Okay.
So that whole time back there in my homeland, we were following my dad's trail. He left these boxes that were sort of his journal as he chronicled his life through like 30 some odd years. These two we just found the most recently. They are number 1 and number 2. He is incredibly young in them. He said something very unusual in them, and it pertains to you.
To me.
Yeah. Hondo and Thane told me about their excursion and what they found out there in nowhere, and I think you might know what I'm talking about. And I think you're going to want to watch this. And I slide him over cube number 1.
Okay. He watches it. And yeah, he kind of gets a sick look on his face as he's watching it. And then he kind of looks back at you two now. And he's like,
Oh my god. It's been so long, I just assumed everyone else was dead. But he knows everything. That is my son. He was alive.
and then he looks at you guys. And he's like,
You are my grandchildren.
and he like immediately stands up and he like holds out his arms and like clicks his heels together. And he's like,
Come. We hug. Come now. He's like, I'm your grandfather. Come hug your grandfather.
Listen,
Don't leave
man,
him hanging.
I kind of get up and pat him on the shoulder and say, this is sort of new for me.
Yeah.
And my sister has literally no idea what's going on. We might need some time here. I just wanted to make sure that you didn't know beforehand.
I have no idea.
and he, in fact, he's on his souped up version of the TST. He's like typing stuff in already. And he's like,
We had always theorized that there was a reason that the Strat family line knew about the nature of the multiverse, and that the multiverse has always kind of looked out for us. He's like, we have special connection. So it looks like that special connection to multiverse also is passed on with you. Perhaps that is why multiverse brings you to me.
Yeah, but what does that mean for everybody else that's here?
I don't know. It could be that there is deeper meaning, that multiverse has purpose for them all, or it could be coincidence. I don't know. I understand if you need time, but for me, this is minor miracle. I thought he was dead, possibly because in our original experiment, we were not only experimenting with travel between different realms in the multiverse, but also through time. So it's very possible that Denton was flung into the future, into your world. That is why I've been here much longer than he has apparently been on your world.
Much longer?
Yes, I have been here for a very long time.
He was
40, 50 years, right?
Yeah.
30 or 40, I don't know.
he grew up, he had a family.
Sorry, Hondo's not there.
We grew up.
Makes me so happy that he has had family. I worried that if he was sent into a, shall I say, less hospitable universe, he would have died alone or possibly very tragically in a horrible way. So at least I know now what happened to him, and I kind of have family again.
Copernicus, I have to ask, I mean, there's some really weird stuff going on, obviously. Did you ever find Denton's body?
That I did not. I have no idea what could have happened. I just assumed he was killed in the explosion. I could never find any trace of the other people in my lab, but this is new development. Perhaps they were flung through different periods in time. They will turn up or have already. I have not looked in a very long time.
Denton quantum leaped into my dad's body, so yeah, we could have already met them, guys.
Yes.
Well, Sarah stands up and she's like, this is ridiculous and completely crazy. I don't understand anything you guys are saying. How can this be my grandfather? And how could any of this be possible?
Yeah, it's super weird, right?
No, Isaac, this is beyond weird. And I don't know if I still am not convinced you're not playing a trick on me.
How? What? April Fool? Like, what? How do I pull the rug out from under you with this?
I need time. I need time to think about this and accept this. But clearly, you're involved in something completely different. I thought you were out of your mind, and now I realize you are out of your mind, but it's not unjustified. So,
Do you want a room? We could get you a room in the hotel.
I kind of want to go back to the farm.
Home, yeah.
Farm. You grew up on farm? My son was not scientist?
Well, no, he was, but he grew up on a farm. And then he, built a
that
spaceship.
happened. That happened a lot.
He had a big old family. It was great. Good people.
Is it possible for me to go back to the farm and maybe call you later?
Isaac looks at Copernicus.
He actually is like, yes, you are my granddaughter. I will give you what is commonly referred to as tiger stripe thing. With this, you can call me, or you can call to speak with Isaac if he is here. If he's here, where else is he going to be?
Well, I never know.
Yeah, Sarah, of course. Whatever you need. I hope I see you soon. But yeah, we can take you back.
All right. She sees that you're having a hard time with it, so she does give you a hug. You know, I think that after a good night's sleep, I'll understand this a bit more, and I will give you a call.
Good. I would hate for this to be the end.
No, this definitely won't be the end. You won't be rid of me that easy.
Well, that's good.
She's lucky she didn't have to die to come here.
I just have a lot to. I just have a lot to process, as you might imagine. So, I think that maybe. I mean, finding out that I had one family was amazing. Now I find out I have two.
Kind of two, one and a half, sort of.
Yeah.
Different universe, different worlds,
Yeah.
different.
Okay.
Copernicus is just staring between the two of you like he doesn't know what to think. Like he kind of, part of him wants to still hug you guys, but part of him wants to give you your space. But he's just super ecstatic to know that he's got living like family-ish.
Okay. I say, I love you, Sarah. I'll talk to you soon.
I love you too, Isaac. All right, and Copernicus leads her into his lab. He gives her a tiger stripe thing, puts her on the pad, and triggers her back into Stars Without Number. And Rex pounds a little bit on the pod.
Oh, shit. Yeah, Rex, I forgot you were there.
You open the pod?
Yeah, I let him out. Welcome to nowhere.
Now he vomits.
That's great.
Claustrophobic.
It's so good.
Will it kill you people to bring me somebody that is actually worth it for once? Oh, no. I take it back. Dr. Armitage is amazing.
He is amazing.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot of choice this time around. I mean, I wanted Sarah, but there you go.
Well, I get the feeling that we will be seeing your sister again. My granddaughter, and you are my grandson. Come on, give me proper hug now. It's just us and this guy. I don't know.
It's just us. Isaac throws up.
I'm having a nice sandwich.
Are you in the cafe? Bubda comes through one of the doors, many doors of nowhere. He's like, he runs over and gives you a hug.
Oh, you come back for Bubda?
Oh, you're so much better than the new pet I found.
And the new pet.
Henry and Hondo are just reminiscing about Henry's new cool adventures.
Yeah, how was Henry's adventure in Hawaii?
Yeah,
In
how was
Hawaii.
it? Yeah,
Well, they have these drinks that are quite intoxicating. And
sure.
yes, they have this thing where you ride on waves upon a sliver of wood.
All right.
I love it. They have no idea. Both of them.
Neither of them know what
yeah. And you just float on the wood.
Well, you paddle out, as I understand it, Charles. You paddle out, and then the wave comes, and you paddle in, and you catch sort of the wave at the right moment, and then you ride upon it
Wow. That sounds
Did
back
he
into the
ride?
shore.
all right. So it's like I was going to say boomerang, but I don't think I know what a boomerang is either.
Oh, such beautiful fish as you would never understand. They have these apparati that you can breathe underwater with.
What? Like trout? Not the apparatus, the fish. The fish.
No, they're like
Big mouse
think
bass?
like
Bass?
beautiful tropical birds, only in fish form.
I can't think of a beautiful tropical bird.
Oh, I sometimes forget that you're from an older time than I am.
Just a couple years.
Well,
50 or so.
perhaps when you have some downtime, we can go back. They have these things called a luau, where they serve you roast pork.
Right. Yep. I'm on board for pork. Yep.
Yes.
That sounds amazing.
And the very beautiful women of the island, they do this special dance in dresses they've made out of skirts of grass.
Damn it. Dress is made of skirts.
Skirts that they've made out of the local grass.
Wow. Just grass skirts. That's it?
Well, obviously the top part is covered.
Oh, all right. All right.
They give you these necklaces made out of flowers that you wear around as a sign of welcome. The whole island seems to be geared towards hospitality and having a good time.
Sounds like a whole different world.
Yes, well, it's very different from where I've come. I guess not where you are from.
No. Yeah. Well, no. Still very different. I mean, I haven't even heard of those things on the worlds we've been to.
Well, I have books on the subject if you'd like to accompany me to the library.
Love to. And I'm sure he's written down tons of notes.
Yeah, he's finding places he wants to go and then getting Copernicus to send him there on a trip, on a vacation.
I love it.
The best.
Anyone else doing anything special?
I took a drink outside. I feel like there's a bench outside.
There
I'm just
is
staring
now.
into
There
it.
is now. You thought it.
And so it appeared, and I'm just drinking on the porch, looking into whiteness
All right. Cool.
as the sun sets. But there is no sun.
The white sun into white.
The white sun and the white.
In his mind, it's setting.
Yeah.
And there's polar bears, and it's snowing.
So beautiful.
So beautiful. After a few days, a lock has suddenly appeared on the lab door after several attempts by Rex to get the hell out of this place.
How's he doing with his acclamation?
He is not doing as well as Better than Bubda, not as good as Armitage. Okay. Oh, not as good as Barbara. Nobody was doing as well as Barbara.
She took to it
He is
immediately.
the first person that we kind of didn't ask.
It's true.
Yeah.
We just took
But we didn't even,
Yeah.
we didn't ask him. We just brought
yeah.
him.
You just sort of abducted
yeah.
him.
We kidnapped Rex.
We didn't give him the sales pitch at all.
No.
No.
But you didn't want to leave him there either to take advantage of the people of PAX.
Rex,
Yeah.
number one, you asked for it when you stole my sister's ship. And two, we really had no choice. I mean, this is just part of the job. You understand, sometimes you got to make decisions that you'd rather not, or the person you're doing them to would rather not have done.
Let's just put it this way. You're going to be a battery, and when we're done with you, we'll put you back.
What does that mean, battery? What are you going to do with me?
Listen, man, you're going to help.
Probes.
What?
Lots of probes.
I mean, all you got to do is ask, baby.
By Copernicus.
Oh, that's not my bag. That's right outside of my
She
bag.
holds up these weird things. It's like, yep, let's do it.
She just finds two things.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But Rex, everybody's going to know your name, man. You're helping out with a great cause.
You're going to save the universe.
I mean,
Like a superhero.
yeah.
Yes,
Like
like,
a
a superhero.
All right, I could get used to that. It's like very good money in superheroing.
Well, it depends on what kind of superhero you are.
Dude,
Well, I'm a superhero for hire.
money doesn't even matter here. Any money you want, it's going to be there.
You won't have a place to spend
What?
it in, but
Are you kidding me?
No,
Everything's free here.
everything just appears. Like, have you been to your room yet?
No, can't really say as I have.
good news, you got a hotel room.
And it's
It's
tailor-made for
they
you.
have actually been trying to get him to go up to his room and stuff. And
Who's the hotel guy?
Andre? I think.
Andre, that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah, nobody here really knows what to make of Rex.
Neither
And
does Rex, apparently.
He tries to pick pockets and con people, and they just let him because they think they're being hospitable and and
I just want him to
so.
walk into his room.
He's
and
like,
just
oh, there's
full
no
of piles of
sport
money.
in it. If they don't care you steal from them, there's no sport in it, is it?
Let's just trust me. Just head up to your room, take a nap, take a load off. You're going to enjoy it.
Keep it genuine, though. It's not about stealing, conning, conniving, thieving.
Just what is
Make
the
it
end result of
about
all that?
You.
All right, yeah, his bedroom is actually full of like
Self-respect.
gold on it. Wow.
Oh, that's so good. Zing.
Gotcha, Rex.
I love it.
Actually, I was gonna say, so like the walls are lined with gold, and it's like
That'll do.
amazing, and the room is full of just like giggling
sense.
women, like a harem.
He's a simple man, guys.
It's very
man.
simple.
You weren't kidding about this. I think I'm going to like it here.
Yeah, good luck.
All right, he just shuts the door.
We're going to have to work on his heroing business.
We've got time.
All right, you guys are sitting down to dinner one day, and Copernicus is there talking to you guys. And you guys are just kind of talking, shooting the breeze, nothing big. He's been doing he talks to you about some of the realms he's been researching a little bit.
Kind of just
and kind of the way-
quietly put the grandfather business under the table.
He seems to be paying oddly close attention to you,
You
now,
catch him
Isaac.
staring at you.
Like he's talking to you about scientific stuff, like you're going to know exactly what he's talking about. Like he's trying to teach you the family business.
Oh, okay.
Does he start doing weird grandpa things every now and again? Like he'll
Here's a hard candy.
exactly hand
Pull
you
a
a word
quarter out of your ear.
Every time he does that, I'm just like, Copernicus, I'm not ready yet.
Too soon.
Too soon. And then as he's talking, suddenly an alarm goes off. There's like a buzz sound. A buzz sound you guys have never heard in Nowhere before. And he's like, oh my goodness, that is not good sound. I'll be right back. And then he runs faster than you have ever seen this overweight middle-aged man run before
Oh, great.
to his lab.
Tiger stripe shoes on.
Yep. Tiger stripe shoes on.
Tiger stripe
Nice.
racing
He does
shoes.
leave the lab door open if anybody wants to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, I'll take
Yeah.
a peek.
I'm going to keep eating.
Because he does seem, he seems very like emergency mode.
Right.
Guys, let me know what's going on.
Will do, Hondo.
Yep.
Not going back for me, will you?
Deal.
All right, he immediately goes to his computer, starts typing, and he pulls up like the picture of the tree that you guys have come to notice as being this branch of this part of the multiverse that you're all from, that you're trying to save. And there is one little line that makes up maybe a branch or a twig of the tree. It's usually like a green display. The lines are all green, and one is blinking orange. He's like,
This is impossible. The universe is going to collapse. He was perfectly fine this morning. I need you guys to go there now.
Wait, what?
No, right now.
It just
Get-
can't collapse.
I will send box. You will be able to get what you need out of it. The finite trunk. But you guys need to go right now.
Hey, Hondo.
I can't finish my dinner.
No, bring it with you.
All right.
So he's like, get on the pad. Hurry. No time to waste.
Okay.
All right, you guys are on there, and he's powering it up. It's kind of like the shortened version of the power up. Like he has some sort of power reserve that can instantly power it up that he maybe seems like he doesn't like to use. The holograms are passing by with all the pictures of possible places, and he's like, "Okay, hold on to nothing." And then he hits the button, and right as he hits the button, like the buzzing turns into this sustained buzz. And you guys, the last thing you see before you're sucked into the portal is that branch of the multiverse goes from blinking orange to straight red and then disappears. And you guys disappear out of sight.
Thank you for listening to episode 35 of Tales of Nowhere. I know that cliffhanger was big, but it does lead into a little bit of an announcement. Our next episode, airing on May 2nd, is a Mother's Day special. I'm sure you're asking yourself what that even means. We got, all 5 of us, got our moms to sit down with us and record one episode of Tales of Nowhere. They play their own characters. It's a 1-page RPG that was very simple to pick up and play that Joshua created using the Lasers and Feelings template. This episode, and yes, it's as amazing as it sounds, will air on May 2nd, a week and a half before Mother's Day. A trailer should be going up later this week, and we'll be running some kind of contest to promote the episode throughout the next couple weeks. More info on prizes and stuff for that will be available soon. For now, I'll just say it's one of my very favorite episodes. I'm so glad that this crazy idea actually came to fruition, and I can't wait for you all to hear it. If you enjoyed this episode or have any feedback for us, we'd absolutely love to hear from you. Our email is mail, M-A-I-L, @talesofnowhere.com. You can also reach us on Twitter using the handle @NowherePodcast. And if you have a second, it always helps to leave a review or rating on iTunes. And we really appreciate any time we get a new one of those. The opening and closing theme songs were done by composer Sean Jackson, and the rest of the music was done by the incredibly hardworking and talented John Good. You can find more of his music on SoundCloud under the name Burn7. Like I said, I am so excited for you guys to hear the next episode. It's going to be great. Stay tuned for that on May 2nd. See you then.